Hi, Claire. Here we are at ASH. In general, before we even get started, do you have any thoughts on the major events that are shaping up for this conference, the major developments that we should be looking at as patients?
Sure. So I think this is an exciting congress for those of us that are passionate about MPN from several perspectives. From the sort of research molecular angle, of course, we've got 2 late-breaking abstracts. One from the group of Robert Kralovics and the other from the group of Tony Green, with input from our own group and the group of Alessandro Vanucci, showing a really interesting developments in mutations in a gene called calreticulin, a gene many of us have never thought of before, which appears to be important in moving proteins around inside of cells. So the interesting thing here is that there are a number of mutations that have been described, but they all appear to do the same thing to the molecule. And the other really striking thing is that these mutations do not appear to occur in patients with the JAK2 V617F mutation. They appear to be exclusive to patients who lack JAK2 V617F. And there's some interesting data from both groups with regard to what's the picture for patients with that mutation. So picture tends to be perhaps slightly more anemia, perhaps slightly higher platelet count, maybe slightly worse survival as well for ET and for MF patients. So this is really important. It's a very, very common mutation. So it was likely is going to really help us to be more certain about making a diagnosis and to reach a diagnosis more swiftly.
Is that